In a chaotic and challenging world, it's easy to feel irritated, frustrated, and even angry. We are constantly bombarded with negative events, from upsetting news to nasty comments on social media. And we often react to these situations of impulsively, giving in to anger and indignation. But is this really the best way to deal with difficult situations? The Stoics, an ancient Greek philosophical school, believed that the key to happiness and tranquility lies in the ability to maintain calm and composure in the face of any circumstance. They argued that most things that cause us suffering are beyond our control, and that our focus should be on controlling our own reactions to them. In this video, we'll explore the principles of Stoicism and how they can help us deal with annoying people and provocative situations. We will see how the Stoics used reason, logic, and discipline to maintain calm and sanity in an often hostile world. Imagine that you are walking down the street when a stranger insults you for no reason. You feel anger rising in your chest. Your face turns red, and you are ready to retaliate with even harsher words. But before you act on impulse, stop and think, what is the point of responding to anger with more anger? Will it make you feel better? The Stoics teach us that the best way to deal with annoying people is to not get involved with them. They believed that people who insult or provoke us are usually acting out of ignorance or hurt, and that it is not worth spending our energy trying to correct or change them. Instead, the Stoics recommended that we simply ignore the insult or respond calmly and kindly. This doesn't mean you have to tolerate bad behavior, but it does mean you should avoid stooping to the other person's level. Sometimes, people don't insult us directly, but rather provoke us with subtle words or actions. They may make sarcastic comments, spread rumors, or try to put us in awkward situations. Again, the instinctive reaction may be to get angry and want to defend. But the Stoics teach us that the best way to deal with bullies is to simply not pay attention to them. They believed that people who feed on our anguish are not worthy of our time or energy. Instead, the Stoics recommended that we focus on our own actions and thoughts, and avoid getting carried away by the negative emotions of others. If we can remain calm and composed, the bullies will eventually lose interest and move on. Remaining calm in the face of provocation is not easy, but it is possible with practice and discipline. The Stoics developed a series of techniques to help people cultivate inner peace and emotional stability. One of these techniques is meditation. Through meditation, we can learn to focus our attention on the present and observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. This can help us develop greater self-awareness and identify triggers that make us lose control. Another important technique is visualization. The Stoics used visualization to imagine themselves in challenging situations and practice how they would react calmly and rationally. This can help us develop confidence and reduce anxiety in real-life situations. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the belief in the power of reason. The Stoics believed that reason is the only thing that can free us from our negative emotions and lead us to true happiness. Through reason, we can analyze situations objectively and understand that most of the things that cause us suffering are beyond our control. We can learn to accept what we cannot change and focus our energy on what we can control: our own actions, thoughts, and reactions. By using reason to guide our actions, we can avoid making impulsive decisions that we later regret. We can also develop the ability to forgive others, even those who have hurt us. Forgiveness does not mean that we condone bad behavior, but rather that we release the anger and resentment that imprison us. For the Stoics, the virtuous life is the only life worth living. A virtuous life is based on the principles of reason, justice, courage, and temperance. By living according to these principles, we can achieve true happiness and inner peace. No matter what happens around us, we can always be sure that we are acting according to our conscience and what is right. The Stoic life is not easy, but it is rewarding. It requires discipline, effort, and dedication. But if we're willing to put in the work, we can achieve a level of inner peace and happiness that few will ever experience. The ultimate goal of Stoicism is to achieve disturbance-free life, a state of inner peace and serenity that is unaffected by the vicissitudes of life. To achieve this state, the Stoics believed it was important to differentiate between things that are in our control and those that are not. The things that are in our control are our thoughts, actions, and reactions. The things that are not in our control are everything else, such as external events, the actions of other people, and the course of nature. By focusing our energy on the things that are in our control, and by accepting the things that are out of our control, we can learn to live with less stress, anxiety, and frustration. Stoicism is a powerful philosophy that has inspired people for centuries. Historical figures such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus were all Stoics, and their writings continue to be read and studied to this day. Stoic teachings can be applied to all aspects of life, from our personal relationships to our careers. By following the principles of Stoicism, we can learn to live more calmly, wisely, and virtuously, and find true happiness in an often chaotic and challenging world. Stoicism is not an easy philosophy to follow. It requires discipline, practice, and a commitment to self-reflection. But for those who are willing to put in the effort, the benefits are enormous. By learning to control our emotions, act rationally, and live a virtuous life, we can achieve the inner peace and happiness we all seek. So if you are tired of feeling irritated, frustrated, and angry, I invite you to explore the teachings of Stoicism. You might be surprised at how much this ancient philosophy can help you live a better, fuller life.